Hi guys, I am going to be showing you what you're going to be doing. You're going to be working on a drawing that is the opposite what you usually are doing. Normally you would be putting dark values onto light paper, but we're going to be putting light values onto dark paper. I'm going to have you practice first on a smaller sheet of black paper. You're going to be practicing using a sphere, little ping pong balls. In order to get your ping pong ball not to roll, we can use some of this sticky tack stuff. So I'll just need a little tiny piece, and I'm gonna put it actually on the side that has the writing so that we don't have to see the writing. And we'll put that on there so that I can see my sphere. To start out, for you to practice, we're going to do a tiny little value scale. You can see that I have a viewfinder or a value finder here, and I also have a ruler. You would be able to see it, but here is one line, and here is another line. And there's about 1/2 inch of space between those two. And then we're going to make boxes. So you can sort of wing this. I'm just moving the ruler over in approximately equal rectangles. This doesn't have to be perfect. We're just doing this to practice. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 boxes, and on this value scale we have 10. So we don't have to have all 10, but I did forget to mention that you will want a white charcoal pencil and most likely a white charcoal stick. It might be helpful to use a black charcoal pencil as well, and you want a kneaded eraser. Kneaded erasers can be stretched and made into a point in order to get like little detailed areas, but so that's what we have that for. And I do have a regular white eraser, or you could use a pink eraser if you want. I don't know how well those will work, but what we're gonna do is establish our lightest value as 8. So we're gonna press hard with our white charcoal and fill in all these boxes. So we're gonna go 8, and then as we go down, so I think, you know, my boxes, if I measure my box, it is 3/4 of an inch this way. And then each box is about a little more than 1/2 of an inch. So I just totally, you know, I just guesstimated. Yours might be a little different. You want to have at least like 8 different values. The next box, I'm going to lighten my pressure. Okay. So this is the one time in my life I'm going to let you use a circle as your, you know, starting point. So you can just choose one of these sizes. I don't care if you probably either this one or this one. I suppose if I turn my picture to the side, I could use the larger one. If I take a look at the way that the light is hitting my object, it is throwing the shadow to the left. So I'm gonna put my sphere all the way to the right of my paper. So I'm gonna use my white charcoal pencil, very lightly draw my circle. And then I am going to start shading. So right now, the way that this light is hitting, actually, I don't know how much I like the way this light is hitting. I am gonna move it a little bit. this way. I'm gonna move my light so that my shadow is coming down in this direction. So you have to be thinking backwards. So if right now I see that the light is hitting this area the brightest. So I'm gonna go in and put my brightest highlight in through there. There is a little bit of a light source right here. The shadow is probably the darkest area of my sphere, so I'm going to put in the shape of the shadow, and instead of shading in my shadow area, I'm going to be putting light around the shadow so that my shadow is the darkest. And actually, right here at the tip where it meets the sphere seems to be the brightest spot. So I'm going to put a little pressure there.